Good morning. It is 9:40 Central Standard Time here in the United States of America. For those of you who are watching me from around the world, welcome. I've noticed that I have many of you from South Africa watching my videos, and I just want to say thank you. I'm so glad that these words have reached you. Today is the 23rd of June, 2025. For those of you who have never seen my videos before, my name is Coco. Heaven calls me General. I've been divinely commissioned for the General of the End Times Remnant. As you've seen the last couple of days, the United States issued that it had struck Fordo in Iran. I just want to say this, and I can say this with 100% certainty because of the level of throne room intelligence that I receive directly from Yeshua HaMashiach, the one the world calls Jesus. Most people refer to him as Jesus. And don't get hung up on pronouns. That really gets on his nerves because he says, I know all the ones that belong to me. They thought that they hit the nuclear bunker, but let me just say this. The weapons that were there were moved. They left enough trace elements to still give off a heat signature. And so those weapons were moved prior to the strike. Let me just say that. And there are other geographical locations that heaven has shown me where they do house nuclear capabilities. So with that being said, I've been given the green light now to issue to the remnant and to Christians all over the world the prophetic sequence of events that will now follow. He says this: write the vision, make it plain on tablets so that a herald may run with it. Habakkuk 2:2. This is the official timeline of the end times events now unfolding. Daughter, speak it with fire and speak it clearly. There is no guesswork in this. There is no confusion in heaven. If you are the bride, you must understand this clearly, because there will be no time to second guess it once it begins. The Feast of Trumpets will be the final call to the bride. The Feast of Trumpets begins at sundown on September 22nd, 2025. It is the divine wake-up call to the remnant. This is not the rapture itself, but it is the moment the heavens release the final call for separation, holiness, and preparation. It is the season of sealing. It is the last trumpet before war, not the trumpet of departure. The fall of Damascus is the trigger event. Shortly after the Feast of Trumpets, the ancient city of Damascus will be reduced to rubble, just as it is written in Isaiah 17:1. This will not be symbolic, it will be real. Physical destruction, swift and stunning. This is the match that lights the regional fire. When you see Damascus fall, you will know that the countdown has begun in full. The prophetic gate has been opened. Iran and its proxies, the ring of fire, ignites. Damascus's destruction will be blamed on Israel. Iran will activate its proxies. Hezbollah from Lebanon, Hamas from Gaza and the West Bank. The Houthis from Yemen, Shiite militias in Iraq and Syria. These are not disorganized uprisings. This is coordinated, pre-planned military campaign to encircle and overwhelm Israel. They will strike together the northern border, the southern border, and even internal uprising will erupt. This is the ring of fire prophecy being fulfilled. Iran responds with full force, and the dragon awakens. Israel will not wait. She will retaliate swiftly and with weapons that have not yet been publicly revealed. Targeted assassinations, airstrikes, and sudden precision eliminations will occur. This retaliation will be effective but costly. Civilian casualties in neighboring nations will increase global pressure on Israel. Some nations will condemn her. Some will secretly cheer, but heaven will defend her. The United States staggers, divided and distracted. The U.S. will try to stand with Israel, but will be internally fractured. Simultaneously, sleeper cells aligned with Hezbollah, Iran, and other enemies will awaken on American soil. And these are the things that you can expect. Daughter, tell them clearly. cyber attacks on power grids and communications, explosions in major cities, fuel and food shortages, riots and protests, conflicting leadership and confusion in Washington, D.C. America will begin to shake from within. This is part of the judgment and part of the unraveling. The false peace broker rises, the covenant with death. After the war escalates and the world cries out for peace, a man will arise. He will seem wise, balanced, and peaceful. He will propose a peace agreement, not a new one, but the confirmation of the one already being whispered in secret. This is the peace covenant prophesied in Daniel 9:27. It is the one that will start the 7-year tribulation clock. It will be signed shortly after the chaos, not before. This is important. The peace deal will not be fully unveiled this summer. It may be discussed, but it will only be confirmed and activated after the war breaks out. This is the deception many will miss. The rapture, the great lifting of my bride. Once the covenant is confirmed, the world will sigh in false relief. That is when the real trumpet will sound, not from earth, but from heaven. 1 Thessalonians 4:16-17 will come to pass. The remnant will be lifted, the bride will be removed, the restrainer will depart, and what remains will face the beast, and wrath will come. The rapture does not happen at the Feast of Trumpets. It happens shortly after the false peace is confirmed. That's why the trumpet is blown, first to awaken the bride, but later to lift her. That's where I'm coming in. The warnings. After the bride is gone, my wrath begins. With the restrainer removed, which is the bride, the full manifestation of the Antichrist system will begin. The beast will rise in full authority. The judgments in Revelation will begin to unfold. The time of mercy will have passed. This is my final word to all those who have ears to hear. Do not be confused. Do not assume what man assumes. This is the sequence as heaven has revealed it. Feast of Trumpets, separation and sealing. Fall of Damascus, trigger event. Regional war, Iran and its proxies rise. Peace, covenant, false agreement confirmed. Rapture, the bride is lifted before wrath. Tribulation, 7 years of judgment begins. Warn them now, daughter. Read it clearly. Declare it strongly. Post it. Seal it. There is no more time to edit. This is the word of the Lord. So, for those of you who want to know exactly as things will unfold, that is what it is. And understand that Russia will appear to back off from Iran. Iran will also systematically move away. And these rise of these insurgents you'll start to see them in the Middle East, and also you'll see these things happen here in America. And I will say this again for anyone who has the ears to listen to me. If you would like the information that heaven has given me, all you have to do is ask in reverence, and I will provide it to you. Because the information that I have could save people's lives. Now would be the time to do that before the wheels are set into motion, which they already are. And these things will just happen systematically. And then in the fall months, you will start to see these things come to pass. God bless you all. If you did not see my video that I did earlier this morning as a call to the remnant in regards to the Remnant Recovery Fund, and that link is also posted on that video, please go back and watch that. God bless you all. Stay sealed in prayer. Stay strong in repentance and pick up your cross and follow Jesus. And if he's given you dreams and visions, the time to speak them is now. God bless.